United 0, Bournemouth
3.
Bit of deja
Gave you the
vu.
honest then. I said it beforehand.
Are you hurt?
No, not at all, because I knew it was going to happen. Bournemouth are a really good side. Antonio Raiola is a really good manager. They've beaten Manchester City this season. They've beaten Arsenal, and I'm not putting ourselves in the same sentence as those. But the fact that Bournemouth beat us at Old Trafford last season, this isn't a shock to me. I'm not shocked.
Okay, but
Is it a shock the way the kind of... Did you not feel that the players accepted it? Almost like you went 2-0 down, they were like,
Tony,
that's
Tony,
us.
I'm not having that. I'm not
you're
having
Manchester
that.
United.
You're Man U at Old Trafford.
100%.
You shouldn't be
No, we
letting
shouldn't.
Bournemouth come to Man United and slapping you 3 goals.
No, we should not.
10-0.
But I know these players, and I watch them week in, week out, and I've watched Bournemouth, and I've thought to myself, Bournemouth are a much better
but you've
footballing
gone
team
away
than us.
to Man City, beat them 2-1. You should not be letting Bournemouth.
Manchester City were not that good.
You're
We-
playing
we-
this down. You're playing
I'm
this
not
down.
playing- I'm not playing it down.
Anyone can come to Old Trafford.
You're in the
these
bottom
days.
half of the table.
Anyone can come to Old
Loads of
Trafford and
loads-
get a result
yeah,
these
100
days.
it's happened.
So the fear factor around Manchester United, the biggest club in the world, has gone.
Apparently.
It's gone.
Of course it's gone. I'm not trying to defend it.
That's terrible.
It is terrible.
This is Manchester United.
And it's crazy. It's only gone recently because it was Ten Hag's first season. We beat everyone at Old Trafford. We only lost 1 game at Old Trafford in Ten Hag's first season.
Great, but it's gone. The fear factor is completely gone. How can you let the teams like Bournemouth, teams like Spurs, rock up and just put 3 past you?
Well, that's what happens when we field a bad team. We've not got the good players. Amarin said it, so I'm not surprised. If I was surprised and thinking where are we going wrong, then by all means I will be so like. But I came in earlier before our pre-meeting show and I said we're going to lose today.
Yeah, but
I did say that.
But this is the problem because you've got your new manager now. We can't
Yeah.
say this is Ten Hag or whatever. This is a new manager, and obviously there is sometimes a new manager bounce. We haven't really seen that new manager bounce at all.
Well, yeah, but he said that. This is the thing. If Amarin has come out and said is not telling us what's already going to happen, I would be really, really annoyed. But he's being so honest about us, and he's assessed his players, and he's looked at them more than us.
I think this is worse than Ten Hag.
Yeah, no,
what I'm saying is
no,
probably worse
because
than Ten Hag.
remember with Ten Hag, even if we want to do the results,
What?
even if we want to do the results with Ten Hag, we were conceding like 100 shots a game. Remember?
Yeah,
It was insane to watch. For the neutral, it was great. It was insane.
Get the goals, but what I'm seeing now,
You're not seeing results.
Are
Yeah,
you,
of course
are you
not.
happy though with like for instance, are you happy with what you're seeing with Amarin's doing?
Of course not. We lost 3-0. I'm not happy, but I know that this is going to take time, and he's told us this is going to take time.
But is that not about to say then, okay, what we're waiting for is like, okay, so we're waiting that he's now going to get judged after the next transfer window, like after the summer
No,
transfer
not
window?
at all. Because he knows that he's a Man United manager, and we have to win. Like, we shouldn't be losing these games.
For sure.
But don't be surprised when we lose because these players are not good enough.
But do you know, I just feel like that's a little bit of an excuse there to be like, look,
Sounds like a
when
cop-out.
we do well, give me the credit.
But
Because when we do well, give me the credit
how is
because
it,
I've done
how
well.
is it a cop
But
out
when
if the
we
manager
lose, it's
has
not my
said
fault.
that? Like, if he hasn't said that and I'm saying that for
But
him.
United fans want to praise this like system where he can bring in whatever it might be, the 3 attacking mids. This is going to work for us. Ugarte in midfield, and as I was saying, he wants the credit. They want to give him the credit when you're winning or you have a good game, whatever it might be. But then when you lose, we go to, oh no, but he said we're going to suffer. Like, sure, you can't have both.
It's like a safety.
But I wasn't praising.
Going, oh, we're not that good, and then when
Yeah.
we lose, oh, see, I
It's-
told
it-
you.
I have
But
to
then when
say-
we win, it's like, oh look,
He's
now,
the best thing ever.
It's
Like,
giving
look
a
at
bit
you,
of-
Man City.
It's giving a bit of Spurs energy.
Is it? Whoa. Okay, let's get
is.
one thing straight. I've watched my team win many trophies, so don't ever put Spurs energy in the same sense as United.
Not trying to
Manchester
cut the other
House.
night.
Congratulations.
It's just,
Go and try win the cup, right?
Well, we will try, but it's just the energy that you're giving. It's just the energy you're giving is a little bit sheepish, a little bit Spursy, a little bit Botley.
Well-
I would just want to ask Jermaine something quickly because you said that this is worse than Eric Ten Hag. I asked Tony before. He said he can see the pattern, see what they're trying to do. Can you see it?
I can see the formation. That's about it. That's all I see. You know, the formation he's trying to play. But apart from that,
Well, I guess that would be an improvement on Ten Hag.
Yeah, and we didn't even know what formation we were playing on the 10.5.
Yeah, genuinely.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
I
Good
get
point.
that.
Really good point.
But
Improvement, guys.
it's just the defenders like seem to have gone worse.
Yeah.
It's the set pieces are the big one for
Set
me.
pieces. I don't know. Listen, as a
Did he bring a
Liverpool
set
fan,
piece
this is
coach?
fantastic.
Well, so this is our set piece
Cedar, this is
situation.
great.
Amarin has brought in all of our guys, and Carlos Fernandes is the second, his number 2, 30-year-old, which is crazy. But he's now is in charge of set pieces. So when Man United have set pieces, he's the one looking up, seeing if everyone's in charge. However, we signed an actual set piece for Ten Hag this summer, and he's one of the only people that have still stayed. A lot of Ten Hag's people have gone.
So you're making cuts everywhere, and you've got someone doing set pieces, and then there's another guy there.
Set piece coach, and we're making cuts everywhere. And we're conceding set pieces.
So when Ineos came in, I mean, there was a lot of, well, I guess there was happiness at the thought that there would be this new ownership and I guess the money and things, but it hasn't really gone how I think you lot have planned it, because also the Dan Ashworth situation as well was kind of bizarre. He was on gardening leave longer than he was at the club, and you paid for that, and you've sacked the manager, and you backed Erik ten Hag at the window, and you paid to get Ruben Amorim out of his contract. So there's a lot of money that's being spent, but probably not really where you wanted to spend it.
No, 100%. And we're not gonna, unfortunately, because of PSR, we're not gonna really be spending that much. And considering we want to announce to buy a stadium, we're not going to be spending that much. So we're going to have to trust Le Carrington and see what Le Carrington can do for us, because our under 18 seem good. So at least,
why don't you start them every week then?
Well, this is the thing. We're going to have. We're going to have.
You can't trust Garnacho.
That's Garnacho. That's one
player.
player.
If we're talking about trusting 18-year-olds,
but we can trust Kobbie Mainoo.
Okay.
We can, fortunately, Man United can grant. They always come out with a gem once every 2-3 years. Carrington does that, so it's going to have to do it. It's going to have to do it again.
Let's all be frank. You lot are rubbish.
I said that, man.
Are crap.
We are, 100%.
You players you've got in that squad, and probably not. You got a few that you may keep, are not good enough to play for Manchester United or challenge for a title or challenge for a top 4. Doesn't matter what manager you put in. Pep, you can put in Jurgen.
Not Pep right now. I don't think anyone.
No, forget Pep. Jurgen, anyone. You put any manager in this team right now, and you'll get the same results. These players are just not good enough to be at the level of Manchester United. If you look at the old Man United, like, you Ferdinand, you Vidic, Scholes, but that kind of, this compared to that is just miles off it.
Yeah, 100%.
This needs a rebuild from new defenders, better midfielder, some top strikers. Until that happens, Man United are now going to be a mid-table club.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, straight up.
Mid-table's a compliment. Genuinely, like they're
mocking.
You're mocking it a bit, because I know if my grandma had wills, she would have been a bike. But if we won this game today, we would have gone above Bournemouth, who were in 6th.
True.
Like, bear in mind, we're 13.
You didn't.
Hence why I said if my grandma had wills, she would have been a bike.
Who are United's next few fixtures?
We have, off the top of the dome, Wolves away, Boxing Day.
Oh, big match.
And then Newcastle at home. Yeah.
They've got Wolves away on Boxing Day. They are then at home to Newcastle.
Ooh.
And then on the
Liverpool
5th
away?
of January, it is Liverpool away before having Arsenal in the FA Cup.
That's their next 5 games.
That's their next 5 games. And if we have as I said earlier, if we looked at the 5 that they've just had, very winnable, those fixtures. I think United fans would have said. I think it was two of those games. Look, I'll be honest with you.
It's gonna be worse.
There are good parts of your team. If you look at Kobbie Mainoo, I think Agate will fit in really well. Obviously played under Amorim before. Ahmad, Garnacho.
Bruno is a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
But do you think any of those players walk into Liverpool?
Absolutely not one of them.
Not even Diallo?
Not Bruno.
Not even Kobbie Mainoo.
No.
Come on, when he dunked it on you, man, at Old Trafford.
Do you not think Bruno would play where Szoboszlai is? Do you not think Bruno can go there?
No, because Szoboszlai, his work rate's a lot better than from Bruno.
As is probably Curtis Jones as well. That would come in that
and
position.
then Diallo, Ahmad, is he going to go on the left better than Gakpo or
I think
Diaz?
you take Diallo.
You take him and put him on a squad, but he's not going to be. He's not. If you're going to go a first team,
Ahmad in Liverpool 11, though. But if you think Ahmad
in
your Liverpool team, it's even
11,
better.
Yeah,
So do you honestly think Bruno doesn't get in?
I don't think he gets in.
I don't either.
I don't think he gets in.
Agate for a DM? Like, you don't have a DM, do
No,
you?
he's not that guy. But he's not
a lone 6.
Because the way
that was on the Ten Hag, and that didn't really work out, did it?
The way he gets the ball off the defenders and breaks the lines and turns, that is Arnie Slot to a T. Playing through the lines where you got he doesn't do that.
He's a destroyer. He's like a destroyer.
He gets it, gives it back sideways, gives it back to your defenders. He doesn't really do that. He doesn't break the lines and start on a counter-attack like Gravenberch do. So Ugarte is definitely not getting in.
United don't really have a left-back either, which is probably the one position you'd say is fixable for Liverpool at the moment.
Yeah. For you, my friend, Tyrell Malacia.
Can Mazraoui play left-back?
He can, but he hasn't really.
Yeah, obviously they kind of go with
with
the
Dallo instead.
Yeah, with the
so it's
back
not a single
three.
player who gets in Liverpool's starting lineup, and I think
So
that's
you don't take Bruno.
I take him, but he's not going to go in my starting 11.
Okay.
I just think Bruno in a better. Like, imagine
In a
Bruno
better
playing
team,
in your team. He
further
could be
forward.
really good, man. Him for Szoboszlai, I think.
That's the.
You got to remember, you're taking them and then you're adding them to an even better. We talk about the Sancho situation, right? Like,
I think you take Bruno. I think you take Bruno at Liverpool.
I don't think Bruno, and this
Is he
is
gonna
me
work
that
in
watches
that-
Bruno week in week out. I don't think it would
You
work
watch
at
the
Liverpool.
Buzz he runs about like
Yeah,
a
and Bruno doesn't do
madman.
I know, but that would be a different role that he would have at Liverpool to what he has at Manchester United.
But he plays the same because he does it with Portugal. Because Portugal are a much better team than Man United, right? And Bruno Fernandes
It's
plays
a good
the same.
debate. Would you have Bruno over Szoboszlai? So it's tight. It's close.
I think Bruno will give you more numbers.
100%.
But team cohesion
Work
wise
rate
and
wise.
like dribbling wise and work rate, that Szoboszlai every day of the week.
It is an interesting debate. Just having a look at also just before we break at your back line, that was Mazraoui, Maguire, Martinez, and obviously Malacia started the game as well. Martinez. I mean, I know he likes to be called the butcher. What's he butchering?
He's fallen off
the
recently.
performances?
This season.
Okay.
This season.
We could probably go back a bit further. But
I think he's
From
butchering
when?
his Sunday roast.
I don't think he's been particularly.
If he's lucky.
Yeah.
He didn't really play last season. Like he was quite injured for a bit.
I don't rate him personally.
There was a good footballer there.
Before coming to Manchester. So again, I'm seeing the I'm seeing the common denominator here. It's Manchester United.
Yeah, listen. Once you enter the gates of Le Carrington, something happens to you. There's no one that's gone into Man United and come out better, right? There's no one.
Can it have La if we're talking about it so negatively? I feel like La Carrington's like a positive.
No, man, Carrington. Yeah, but Carrington's a good because it's our training and it's our youth. That's all right. They're all right. Old Trafford is where everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
When it comes to sorry, who were we mentioning again?
We were talking
Martinez.
Yeah, when it comes to Lisandro Martinez, I think the drop off has been quite insane this season. Because last season he barely played and he was injured a lot and he was coming off an injury and then getting injured again. He's not as good as his first season. He was good. He was good. There was a reason why he's a World Cup winner, right? And there's a reason why he won the Cup.
Yeah, Lionel Messi.
Yeah, of course. But again, Romero's a World Cup winner too, so anything can happen. So it's just this season he just looks really off it, and it's annoying because he's really good at football. I feel like he's aggressive enough to compensate for his height because he's not that small, but he's aggressive enough to compensate for his height in the Premier League, and I think he's really good on the ball.
I didn't see that aggression against Forest.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That was really serious.
He can be overly aggressive and put challenges in.
His first game against Brentford, when he got bullied, you lot lost 4-1, I think.
That was my 25th birthday.
Yeah, I'm seeing that Martinez. I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, he goes in for those 50-50 challenges and you know reckless challenges, but trying to command that area, I'm not seeing it. And
this is the thing. Now with a three at the back, you would think it would help. But he has to defend wide spaces. That's why Man United were heavily linked with Jared Branthwaite. We're kind of seeing it. Yeah. We don't want to tell you lot just yet, but we're kind of seeing it. He can't defend wide spaces because of the player he is. I still think
three at the back, he's going to be asked.
Let's break it down. He's not got the height. Okay, he's good on the ball. He's not got the pace.
No.
That is, a recipe for
You can only get away with that. You can only get away with that.
In the Premier League anyway.
Well, not in the Premier League.
If you're playing in La Liga, you probably get away with that.
International football would be great. Yeah.
And also probably not in a back three either.
Well, this is the thing. You normally, back in the day, you used to say they're playing in the back three because you said the backs can't defend, right? But we're trying to play it to be progressing, so that's why he's playing Martinez, and it kind of works. You saw that ball he played for Ahmad in the winner at the Etihad, decent enough ball. But when it comes to defending in the wide spaces, Martinez cannot do that. But Man United have identified this, and that's why we just don't want to spend a crazy amount of Jared Branthwaite because we have no money.
Well, apparently you have no money, but if you hadn't have wasted the 18 million on Anthony, you could probably go buy Jared Branthwaite.
If my grandma had wheels, she would have been a bike.
Right, that's what I'm saying today.
Right. Don't get it twisted.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.